Took a big step towards extending that streak. Haiti, meanwhile, are the first nation to be eliminated from this World Cup. As we take a look at the post-game pictures coming to us from Philadelphia, Thierry Henry, Zlatan Ibrahimovic watching on. Zlatan, you said before you wanted goals, you wanted style. Are you satisfied?
We got some answers. We got the goals. Without the offside rule, probably we would have more goals. And good, solid game from Brazil. 3 points, 4 points total in the group. They got some goal difference now. Probably in the next game we will get more answers that we're asking for. But I want to give credit also to Haiti. They should be proud from the 2 games they played. They tried to play the game. Yes, they are eliminated from the World Cup. They have another game to play, and the fans should be proud of them and happy.
Thierry?
Same thing, I wanted to talk about Haiti, and obviously we know about Brazil. We thought that maybe they were going to run away a bit more with it in the second half, but the ball was, in Haiti's feet, and the goal they conceded and opportunities they conceded were often on the counter. But it doesn't really matter. You lose. But I have to give them a lot of credit, because they gave Scotland a game a bit less in the first time against Brazil, but they were trying to play, at times losing the ball a bit cheaply. That was costly for them, but I think...
but they could easily also put themselves in a low block.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. So
they didn't do that.
That's why every single nation can be proud of their team, I have to say that. Although they're out already, but they can be proud.
Lovely stuff, chaps. Thank you. The last match of the day.
Are out, Brazil and Morocco, 4 points each at the top. Scotland with 3 points after losing 1-0 to Morocco earlier. And just to tell you for the first time, to remind you, because it's early in the morning, remember that the last set of fixtures are played simultaneously, so that there can be no jiggery-pokery from anybody. Scotland against Brazil in Miami, and Morocco against Haiti in Atlanta on Wednesday, 11 o'clock your time. I wonder if you think Brazil are in that top category, where we can definitely put France, and then everyone else can debate who else should be.
England.
You said it, Karen.
Yeah, I am. I was like, right, let's see your mentality to really see if you are in that top bracket. And I think they sat off a little bit, and then I'm like waiting for the subs to make a huge impact and go for it again, and they just kind of settled, and there were spaces to do it.
They didn't seem that fussed, Brazil, at the end, did they, that they hadn't gone for it and added more goals? They seemed fairly happy. How would you, as the coach, feel about that?
I mean, the game was won at half-time, and sometimes it's really difficult. You can, with all the best will in the world, you can ask your team to maintain the level of both intensity, of pressure and all of those things. The elite can really do it, really, really do it. And that's why I agree with Kaz. I don't think Brazil are in the upper echelons for that reason, and also they had to contend with going against the back four, so on some level there was even more space for them. But I thought they just, they played the second half. Sometimes changes impact that. I think the volume of subs absolutely impacts the rhythm of the game, but we asked for Brazil to start strong. They did that. They got 3 goals. It's a win.
Is Cunha now the man to play through the middle for them, without any doubt?
Yeah, we both agree he should be starting there anyway. Like, that's where he needs to be. He sets the tone. As Kaz said, he's got a nice little bit of bite about him. He's got great intention, but he's clinical. We've seen it all year with Manchester United. He gets into good situations. I mean, that's not an easy finish from where he scored tonight, but he took his second goal anyway with great quality and acted as a poacher in the first one.
I think Igor Thiago, that started the first game against Morocco, is a very, very good forward. I just think he don't suits Brazil. And I think Cunha can come in, as Emma said, and help. I worry about Brazil's midfield and maybe the age of the midfield and the mobility of them. So Cunha coming in really helped them. And I think sometimes when they started with Thiago the other day, it just didn't suit them. So Cunha, for me, will keep starting and continue. The worry, though, is Rafinha, who went off. That's the only thing for Brazil tonight. If he's not fit and he's not available moving forward, I think there's bigger issues.
Because if he is OK, Rafinha, Cunha and Vinicius Jr. is very good and, of course, problems for anybody. But will the elite teams, particularly in their midfield, look at the Brazilian midfield? Maybe weakness is too strong a word, but an area where they can profit.
Yes, but there's a top coach on the touchline, and what he did tonight with Cunha and Paquetá is sometimes they didn't even look like they had a centre forward, because whether they dropped a little bit deeper to help sort of smother an overload, particularly when Haiti were in possession, I think they made sure that Casemiro wasn't isolated. And while Guimaraes played a little bit higher, I felt that there was more stability. There was players playing closer together, and you can absolutely see Ancelotti has seen that from game one.
Well,
and it's been a difference.
We've said before, actually, the biggest key for Brazil might be the coach. It's always the coach, isn't it? But, you know, it might well be the coach.
I'm not going to say anything different after this.
But it might genuinely, with all his experience, it might be the coach and the ability to get the best out of the players that he has, the formation that he comes up with.
You know what? Sometimes the most important thing is just being calm.
Yeah.
You go from game one to game two, the pressure's on Brazil, didn't get maybe the result they wanted, the performance they want. He's got a calm, experienced demeanour to him. I mean, he is, on paper, with history, the greatest manager of all time. Like, so, look at him. He exudes confidence with his team, but it's through his calmness.
It's mad. This is his first international job. Like, I couldn't believe he's such a domestic king, isn't he?
Yes.
And
He is.
this is a great little bit of test for him, and it might excite him and challenge him, which is, as you know.
I know that. Definitely. Listen, people think international football, you know, for all the friendlies it might have, like that is the biggest honour to coach a team in a World Cup. But I don't think there is a higher honour. And you can see he's the man for the job, and he's put people in the right positions. There is a huge question mark. If you lose Rafinha, do they have the experience, especially in the wide area, to add to that? But I also think Danilo coming in gave him a little bit more licence for the wide player to come inside. And look, good performance from Brazil, much better. Do I think they're in the category of France, England? No, I do not. But momentum's everything.
But there
Who
are
knows?
a few weeks still to go, absolutely. Emma, thank you. Karen, thank you very much, of course.
Of today, I would say the American football fans. Every time they show up, they perform. And I feel the energy here in studio. Imagine what they felt in the stadium to keep you two under control, so behave.
Thierry?
I will go with what happened outside of the game. I would say it's what Mauricio Pochettino said when he's been asked about Pulisic, and he said, we need everybody to win the competition. Not to get people together, not to top the group, not to go through, but to win the competition. And I like the way he goes about stuff, step by step. But what he's doing right now, I believe in English you call it manifesting. That's exactly what he's doing.
Okay.